Letter Q is for quesadillas. Super excited to make this quesadilla recipe. So quick and easy to do. So you want to start off with some bell peppers. It doesn't matter what color. I used orange, yellow, and red for this recipe and rinse those off. Trigger warning for this quesadilla recipe, the chicken quesadillas. I used chicken thighs, skinless and boneless, but I did clean them off and remove the fat or any excess veins and things that I didn't want to eat. I wasn't eating. Trigger warning, clean off your meat. Anyway, after you clean them and pat them dry, I went in with some seasonings: onion powder, garlic powder, chicken Montreal, Tony's, and 1 pack of Sazon. This was about 6 chicken thighs. So no real measurements, just measure with your heart. But again, I did use 1 like mini pack of Sazon, and I just added more seasonings as I saw fit, and it came out looking just like that. Preheat you a cast iron, put a little bit of olive oil in it at the bottom or any type of neutral oil, and cook these chicken thighs until they're completely done. The internal temperature of chicken should be 165 degrees Fahrenheit. I want to say for these, they only took about 5 to 6 minutes, I want to say, on each side. I was cooking them on like a medium to high heat. Just make sure your chicken is completely done, and then remove them from the oil. Only 3 of those were done at the time, but after they're completely done, you want to add in your bell peppers to that same pan so that way it can soak up that seasoning. I did end up adding some all-purpose seasoning to it as well, and let those get roasted up, okay? After you remove your chicken from your pan and remove any excess oil, you want to go in and chop it up. Move it to a cutting board and just chop it up just like that. However you want to chop it up, is no real technique to that. Just chop it up so that way it can be edible and real bite-sized pieces on your quesadilla, okay? By this time, your bell peppers should be well roasted, well seasoned. So remove those from that pan. And in that same pan, add you a little tablespoon of butter. Let that butter melt down and add your quesadilla to the bottom, or your tortilla wrap to the bottom. Add you some cheese on top. I use a Mexican blend cheese, Sargento brand. Once the cheese melted a little bit, I added in my bell peppers that were completely done cooking or roasted how I like them. I added those on top, and then I just layered my chicken that was done on top of the bell peppers. And you could add in more cheese right here. You can add in chives, onions, whatever you want to add in. And then you want to go in with another tortilla on top of that and let it cook on each side for about 2 minutes. And don't be like me. Try to keep it in one piece. But if it does fall apart, just stuff everything back in there. And then you want to smash it and make sure it kind of like stays together. The glue is really just the cheese. So once you cook it on each side for about 2 minutes, it'll melt and it'll come out looking just like that. My daughter always want to play when I'm doing my voiceovers. And then once it cools off, a little piece of chicken drop, I had to put that back in there. Just cut it into 4s. And then that's literally it. That's it. I made some sauce to go with mine. My secret sauce, if y'all want the recipes to that, let me know. But other than that, y'all, this is how the quesadilla came out. Look at that little cheese pool. I didn't add a lot of cheese to mine because I don't like it super cheesy. But look, y'all, that was it. Letter Q is for quesadilla. Let me know what y'all want me to do for letter R. My alphabet series has been going on this entire month. I hope y'all have been keeping up, watching the videos, liking, tagging your friends, supporting, reposting. I appreciate all of y'all, and look at these quesadillas. If you ever do try this quick and easy recipe, let me know. And y'all, my man was standing around waiting on his plate, so I gave it to him. But y'all, enjoy your recipe.